incredible intro in 3, 2, 1. Bonk. Alright. So, I want to talk about habits, and there's a lot of good stuff online already about habits. Jump-starting stuff, if you want to search for that on your own, in case anything sounds good. There's stuff like the just start idea, where it's like, try and minimize the effort that's needed to get something started. I like that one a lot. Things branching off of that, there's like the 2-minute rule. Just work for 2 minutes, then you'll start something. Keep going with it. Do it for longer than you thought you might, just because you've gotten your foot in the door there, and once you start, it becomes easier to keep the momentum. I like that a lot, but if you've ever achieved the pinnacle of laziness like I have, and things besides laziness as well, especially if there's a lot of life factors going on at one point, sometimes it's still too much to get things started, and those ideas, which do provide genuine merit, aren't enough. So what I specifically do, and I'm hoping this might help other people, is it's about kind of like bringing the courage to do something. And I should contextualize this a little bit. As most people do, I will be loafing around somewhere, on my phone, scrolling Instagram, YouTube, I don't know, Webtoons, whatever. So I'm stuck there. And despite my greatest willpower imaginable, I just am reluctant to move. You could tell me there's like a zombie invasion happening outside, I would still just not move a muscle. And you can have all the drive and motivation in the world, but there are times when it will just feel sapped from you, completely energyless. Your body will just completely dissuade whatever you want to do. And this is where really the idea of atomic habits comes in. That, pretty common quote on the internet where it's, you don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. And my version of that, personally, is you're not doing something, what are you afraid of? Those are similar ideas, and they mean kind of the same thing. It's a bit of, you should be doing something, and there's a reason you're not, and you need something instead to support you so that you can make things happen. The idea is a really powerful one, and I want to put that in a more everyday, average perspective for people who might not really be applying that as the advice can be put. So that simply just means you need something in place that isn't dependent on your feelings or your wants to get you to do stuff. And that might sound a little harsh, but really what that's saying there is, and this is a take I would say is mostly fair, if not a bit demeaning to the idea of, true human free will and action and all that. But so there will definitely be times when you are just not able to do stuff, right? Or something is stopping you from doing stuff, and that something isn't, in this case, like a physical thing generally. It's more the mental side of it that's just blocking you from doing something or preventing you from jumping into something. And when you have a system that allows you to kind of circumvent whatever that block or that preventive thing is. So systems can be anything. A system can be an alarm clock. Would you get up without the annoying blaring of your alarm? Probably not. But you have a system in place there, something to keep you accountable, almost, as I think of it, an external force of direction, something to uphold with the goals I wish to achieve, but that is unwavering in the face of whatever momentary opposition I might have. So after my alarm clock goes off and I've gotten prepared, maybe walking to school, I'll be like, hey, it's a great thing I woke up on time. Otherwise, consequences. But obviously that differs from my in the moment response of, hey, 5 more minutes, I want to go back to sleep. And that's where our systems come into play and are so incredibly valuable. Your systems are almost a drill sergeant, instructing you on what to do. Would you say no? Probably not. That's what I thought. And sometimes you're going to really need that in life. As much faith as I want to have in the, self-made person who can motivate themselves to wake up at 5 a.m. every morning, do their crazy morning routine, that is not a thing that most people can do. And it shouldn't be something they're expected to do, because that's ridiculous. So the quick idea is just find something to underlay your goals, underlay your motivation. Something that isn't going to bend to your day-by-day fluctuation in motivation and effort and feeling, but that'll still keep you accountable so that in the long run you are making the progress you really want to make, and you can keep things more consistent overall. Just to give an example quickly, my personal life, I have started eating my breakfast outside, in my backyard on the patio, and it's been nice for a lot of reasons. One, it gets me a bit less stimulated by technology, which I just find sets me up on a better path throughout the day to be more productive. I also get to enjoy nature, breathe fresh air. That's always nice. Better mood throughout the day. And lastly, I've been trying to work in practicing handstands. You probably saw that in videos of stuff. So if I start my day off like that and say, leave my stuff outside there, like my water bottle, say I bring my phone, I'd leave that out there. I'm going to have to come back for that stuff, right? That is part of my system there, because now I am being directed back to the outside, or to stay in the outside, to then tack on my additional thing. I've already gotten my foot in the door by virtue of my system. I'm outside, might as well handstand practice. And it's something as simple as that, where you want to remove the amount of effort and motivation required, because that can be used for more important things, and then you can also still make progress on whatever pursuits you're following. So, in conclusion, the day-by-day you is sometimes a bit of a liar. They don't always follow the overall path that you want to take. They'll go off the path, they'll backtrack, it's really annoying. But you can hold them accountable to that by having systems in place, stuff that will, in day-to-day time, keep you moving towards that bigger picture there. That's pretty much it. Hope that helps, and make sure to put thought into what your systems can be. Try not to be lazy or fickle with that. You want to really set stuff strongly that will then keep you accountable no matter what. And if there's any other habit stuff that you think is interesting, obviously go ahead, look it up. This is just a small part of that. And subscribe. Okay, thank you.